We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. On play action, it's Dobbs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Powers through. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, 52 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Connor up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely looking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
3rd and long, here's Howell. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Buying time was left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is You know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be from 49 yards out. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. This to the outside for Mack. And he gets it down to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 10, Commanders nothing.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run behind center with Connor. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Looking left side and has got him in. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Howell. Flush to his right. Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up.
Here's Brissett.
At the 24-yard line.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Dobbs is throwing. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing, Brissett. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw, Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. To throw is Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Dobbs, and shedding through the tackle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing here, Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Taken in at the 22. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Moore, the man in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. The 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10 is counter. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive they had the issue in the first half. It's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
Again, it's Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have, all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Dobbs. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short. of the first down marker. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A second down throw for Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
13 yards there on a Washington first. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
In motion right is Brown. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, a give to Connor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A first down throw for Brissett. And he fires one incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. And they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Brissett on first down. Escaping the pressure right. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, Brissett. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
First down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.